Hello, friends. How are you? Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat. I am Sarah. I'm the owner of Not Another Hat. I'm in my store right now, right now. And every Tuesday, I go live on Facebook to give you a rundown of what's new and interesting and any other random stuff that comes into my brain while I'm talking. If you've been around for a while, you know it can get a little random sometimes. I have so much fun things to show you today. I meant to say so many. I do know grammar sometimes. So many fun things to show you today. And we're going to also take the video on the move because some of the things are kind of around the store. I couldn't bring it all over here to this location to show you. So we're going to start here. I do have my AirPods in today, so hopefully everybody can hear me okay. So here we go. We have so much new fun stuff. A lot of things that we got at market have started to trickle in, which is very exciting. But the very first thing I want to show you is not about something new. It's about something that I've finished. Meant to bring it last week and I forgot, so it got bumped to this week. But this is the graduation present sweater. Not for me. She's a wee little thing. But this is the rocket tee that Mallory and I picked out to make for her friend Camila, who we've known since she was just 1 year old. Um, and Camila loves the sweaters that Mallory gets to wear of mine. Well, and now of Mallory's too. And has always kind of joked that if I wanted to give her a graduation present, the sweater sure would be nice. And so, I mean, how could I resist? But this is what I really want to tell you about. I knit it in one skein each of Lana's Light. Seriously, she's little, but this is, I think, the it's a 38 or a 40 that I did, and it took one skein each. I think these colors are really cool. If you're looking for inspiration. So, I mean, you can't beat that. If I had I had a little bit of gray left. I probably had about this much of a ball left. And gray is the color that is the I-cord trim on the neck and the sleeve cuffs in the bottom. If I'd switched it around, I think I probably could have even made the next size up. So with one skein. I know. So really fun project. Makes a great gift because it is pretty easy, even though it's finger and yarn. The gauge is like 6 stitches to the inch. So this really did not take that much time at all. And I mean, there's no sleeve really on it. So it just has a little cap sleeve and you put the I-cord binding on. So it was really fun to make. I cannot wait to give it to her. I'm so excited. She's going to school in Amsterdam, so it'll be great that she gets to take a hand knit sweater. So, all right, just wanted to make sure that y'all knew about that because I've been meaning to update you for a very long time. I started it back during spring break. So, okay, next order of business. It's almost June, and you know what June is? June's Pride Month. And one of the things we get so excited about here at the store is our annual Pride design that my sister does for us. And we put it on bags and t-shirts, and we do it to raise money for our local youth alliance, which is part of our local pride organization. Our it's run through so many, like the next door, the gay something. Anyways, that's where the money goes. But this is what I'm excited about. I want to show you. My sister knocked it out of the park this year. This is the design. Now, I know that Facebook won't turn it around for you, so I'm going to tell you. It says knit with merino, knit with mohair, knit with alpaca, knit with llama, knit with yak, and then knit with pride. Isn't this adorable? Nice work, Jennifer. So we've got bags already in stock. available to order. T-shirts are on order right now and are available for pre-order. So you can order these bags or shirts. If you only order a bag, we'll ship it to you right now. If you order a bag and a shirt, we will ship you the whole thing when the shirts get here. They're going to get here next week sometime, first week in June. That's next week. Also, this is a pretty good sized bag. It's got a gusset. So, I mean, it could hold a crap ton of yarn. Your next sweater project, blanket project, etc. So go check those out. It's for a really good cause. And if you've been collecting the designs since our first year, which was this is our fourth one, so 2021, I think. I mean, you have to have them all, right? Yes. The answer is yes, in case you weren't sure. So, okay, we have another new sample to show off. Jill actually finished this one a few weeks ago, and there's just been so much going on around here that I haven't had a chance to really give it its proper due. But I would like to introduce you to Cora Bells. This is a really, really cute little yoke tee for summer. And this is, yeah, a crop ton, by the way, it is an official scientific unit of measurement. Um, Ask any woman who collects craft supplies, fabric, or excuse me, any person who collects those fabric, yarn, if you were in the 80s, puff paints, toll painting supplies, you all measured in metric crap tons. So yes, official measurement. Back to Cora Bells. This is designed by my friend Becca. She is a shop owner in the Midwest and very, very talented. So this is just like the perfect little summer tee, and it's knit in Berroco Tillie. So some of you might remember Tilly from last year. It actually did debut last year, but it sold out so fast that Berocca couldn't get their hands on more of what it's made of, which is called cupro. Okay, so what on earth is cupro? Cupro is a cotton manufacturing byproduct. And it is, so this is basically like they're taking this leftover stuff that normally just would have been trashed in the production of cotton in textile industry, and then they basically create a fiber out of it that has been patented and called cupro. So cupro is very silk-like. It's strong, has a high sheen, a high drape, extremely soft. It's very silky. So Hilly is a blend of 62% cotton and 38% cupro. And so after running out last year and having a hard time getting resupplied to make more Tilly because it was so well received, Berocca just acquired the rights, license, whatever. They bought Cupro. They own Cupro. So now they can make as much as they need to. And then this year they released these beautiful, beautiful pastels. I just brought three over here. This is the color that the sample is knit in, and our sample of Cora Bells is size 37.8, so almost a 38, and it only used two skeins. Two skeins for a 38. It's a really good deal. It has great, great yardage. So I love this green too. The new colors are kind of a kettle dyed tonal. I mean, even this natural one has different tones in it. Love, love, love. Last year's colors all had a kind of black undertone. So pretty in its own right, just totally different from this year's colors. So check out the pattern. It's it is Cora Bells by Becca Anderson. Oh my gosh, I just blanked on her last name. It's available on Ravelry, and then of course get some Tilly from us. Um, okay, more new stuff. Do you guys want to see some more new stuff? Of course you do. Where will we start? Let's start with the cat clips. This is so fun. These are the newest little tools from Coley. They are not hair clips, but I'm struggling with my bangs right now, so maybe they'll be hair clips for me. They come in forks. See, I told you things can get random. Come in four colors. We've got gray cats and black cats, and yellow cats and white cats. These are basically like really strong, adorable clips that you can get. They're $1 a piece, so you can get a whole mix of them. And they're great for piecing things together if you need to try them on. Like if you want to try on parts of sweater, but before you seam it, you can just use these clips to make faux seams, hold anything in place basically. There's just a myriad of uses. They're great for sewing too. So little cat clips, check those out. Other new fun tools. We had a blast in the Bryson booth. Bryson is my distributor for like all of the notions and needles and tools and all of that fun stuff. I wish you could see, like, it's just like this wall of notions. It's so fun. And Jill was with me this time, which was so great because she really has her finger on the pulse of what you all are asking for on a daily basis. So this is one of the fun, cute little things we got. Very straightforward, but it holds all your finishing needles. So keeps them safe. It's strong and durable. They're not going to break. It's not going to break. And they're not going to poke through other stuff in your bag because they've got this nice little case. We also got a few different kinds of finishing needles. Speaking of, this is a set of 3 that come in a nice little carrying case. Um, they're assorted sizes and eyes. I'm trying to get it to where there we go. So kind of a multi-pack for finishing. This is an even bigger multi-pack. This has the curved needles that can be helpful for certain things, especially like sewing together like amigurumi toys. So when you've got tiny little parts and they're in weird places, you have to really get this curved needle can be really helpful. And then just a variety of other needles, both in sharp and blunt tips. So this is a nice multi-pack. This one is the Dritz repair needles. This one is called John James repair needles. We also have bobbins for those who like to put their intarsia or color work on bobbins. And we did get a restock of the quick gauge tool from Twice Sheared Sheep. This is that fun tool. It sold out so fast, so you might not remember it when we first got it in when it was new. It's got a film on it. That's why it looks kind of opaque. Normally, so once you buy it, you peel the film off. That's to protect it. But you just line these little squares up over your stitches, and wherever they match with the exact size of your stitches, that's the gauge you're getting. So you don't necessarily have to count. You just have to make sure they're aligned. Really, really cool. Yeah, sorry, Julia. She says too many links for all of the new stuff. Just go check out the page of new stuff. Yes, that's all you have to do is go to the new page. We also have bamboo interchangeables from Chiaogoo. So these have spin cords, swivel cords, and bamboo tips. I'm gonna open it up so you can see it. Beautiful, beautiful sets. We have a 4-inch set and a 5-inch set. So aren't those pretty? The nice thing about the Chiaogoo system is the cords and things all work interchangeably. So if you are already a metal Chiaogoo needle user, you can also get this kit, and then that way on some projects where having a wood needle or a bamboo needle is more helpful, like because the yarn's too slippery or whatever the case might be, you can just interchangeably use these. So they're very handy if you're already a Chiaogoo lover. If you're a wood needle lover, I'll put that back later. um, that's great. You get the whole set. It's an investment, but it is so worth it because if you bought all of those different sizes of needles and lengths of cords in the like a la carte as fixed needles, it would cost you 3 times as much over to make the entire collection that you get with the spin set. There's still more. These are new little tags, leather tags from Coley. These are kitty cats. So you fold them over the edge of your project and then secure them with this little grommet. And then there's also foxes, and these are sew on. You use these little holes here to sew, but they also fold over. Adorable. So it's $14. You get the whole package. Oh my gosh. That might have been all of the, oh, nope, it's not. This is just a smattering, but we now have a full assortment of colors of darning thread from Clover. We've been getting asked about this over and over. So crimson and clover. Da, 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 da. Sorry, over and over. Okay, sorry. No, 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 no. I was obsessed with that song when I was young. So basically, what you get here is darning yarn, three different colors in a package, and there's a whole bunch of color assortments. Each one of these is 17 and a half yards, so it's plenty, and it's a half wool, half acrylic thread. So perfect for darning really anything, but definitely would work for socks and of course any sweater. So if you're getting into repairs, this is super handy. So check those out. All of those are one under one product, and then you just select the color that you want, the color pack. So, or maybe you want to collect them all. Woo! I have been burning through the list here. Oh, we have some other new things from Market. We got bags from the wonderful artist Bonnie Bischoff. And years ago, we carried her shawl pins, and now she is turning her art into bags. So check out these giant totes from Bonnie Bischoff. These are 45. This is yarn balls. So this is her art, original art that's been printed onto a tote. I love this one. Sorry, they got tangled up a little bit. This is woodland. Isn't this cute? There's like foxes and squirrels, chipmunks and rabbits, and the rabbit is knitting with the baby rabbit. They're winding yarn. Really huge, nice sized bottom gusset totes. Okay, that was number two. And then number three, this is called quilting chippies. Let me get there we go. Quilting chippies. Little chipmunks sitting around the table working on their quilt. So cute. Um, There is a fourth design that's coming in June with a different woodland picture. So check those out. I think they're a screaming deal for $45. I mean, they're not just some sort of like computer generated. That's her art. Like she's painted it and then turned it into a repetitive print to put on bags. So very fun. Oh, bags, you say? Should we talk about bags? Some of you may have heard the 4-day knit-along is coming. And the pattern is out now, like the pictures of the sweater. It's called Astro Pop. And my sample, I just divided for the arms. So I'm really hoping it'll be done for our Zoom with Marie on June 4th. If you've not signed up yet, make sure to do that. All the info is on our collection page and our event page. It's got the specs about the sweater. Our recommended yarns is on our collection page. And then there's a registration link if you want to get in on that Zoom with Marie. Also a link to sign up with us to do the knit along. But you know, we could not resist. Cardi Bell made special bags for Astropop, and they are the bag. Sorry, Chris Ann, if you were asking about the Bonnie Bischoff bags, these are canvas, cotton canvas. Okay, we'll start with the smalls. I just brought a couple. There's so many. The fabrics are out of this world. Hint, hint. Look at these. We have black cats and gray cats and boomerangs and space cats. These astro popping out of this world. Lighter boomerangs, large boomerangs, big old rockets. Look at this one. I call this bowling cats. Rocket cats. Ah! Orbit. I think I called that one Orbit. I don't actually, these are not names that are on the website. They're just by numbers on the website. They're my mental names for them. Zoomy cats. That's just some of them. So those are live. I just got the pictures added and made the whole product live right before I went on the video. So you know they're not going to last long. They never do. If you're interested, go get him. I started carrying my project around in the small, and it actually works no problem. And I've upgraded now, and I'm carrying my current sample, which is now divided for the arms in the medium. Did I not bring? Oh, here's the medium size. So lots of different size options for any kind of project that you need. And I just love that. It's like the Jetsons meet, I don't know what, but so fun. Okay. You know, nothing with dogs. I'm not even sure how it ended up being with so many cats. I think there's just a lot of like that mid Mary Bell says, no doggy bags. And I think that the mid-century modern kind of like Jetsons aesthetic for some reason it just like lends itself to this kind of cat, this look. Like it's a very specific look. Um, so I'm sorry that there's no current dog bags, but there are some without cats. If you would rather not have a cat, there's plenty of those. All right, one more new brand, and then I'm going to show you what we are standing here, and then we're going to take the show on the road for just a second, pop over to a different side of the store. But we have brought in Circular Yarns, and we had a great time at their booth getting to know their products. These are made in Brazil. And one of the things we brought in is called Inline Slim, and it is cotton. And this reminds us of a past favorite that we had here, the Monos Uruguay Cotton Stria. That's like really old. That we're going back 20 years for that. Yeah, you're right. Astro was the dog. Sorry, I stopped responding to comments in the middle of talking. But this reminded us so much of it, and the colors were so fun. We had to have it back because it's such a good middleweight cotton option. And then we also got a ton of different amigurumi kits. How adorable is this? There's several of these little loveys where it's like a little animal with this blanket. But then there is also, oh my gosh, Jonah made this pattern? Oh man. So Crochet Phenom, Jonah, whose last name escapes me, but he was at market. I didn't realize that he actually is the designer of this. So there's several of these, and then there's just flat out a bunch of different fun animals. We got a lot of them, and there are more new ones coming later this summer. Some really adorable ones. And then even later in the fall are some really beautiful Christmas kits. So lots of fun there. We're anticipating things, like having a little more variety in projects to choose from around here. So I'm going to spin the camera around, presumably. There we go. No, there we go. There we go. Okay, because I want to show you the last couple of new things. We have these beautiful happy summer Delicue snap bags. And these are such a good size. They hold three full, I mean, really, it's almost 400-gram cakes wound up. And they've got an inside zipper pocket and then an inside long pocket and then two side pockets here on each end. And they come in all of these happy colors. This would be a great way to carry around your Astro Pop. And then there's a mini version for your smaller projects. So check these out. all the happy colors. And then I just wanted to show you our fresh restock of Malabrigo Rios. Look at that. This has got to be fixed. This is going to make me crazy. All right, now look at it. Oh, much better. This is a very happy wall. So Rios, after 20 years, still a top seller. We love this yarn so much, and we just went all in and got as many colors as we could. So, um, yes, full Rios available now. And we've made this, Jill made this adorable display of our needle felting stuff back here by the Rios. We've got fiber bundles and fiber boxes and kits, lots of kits and tools. So if you're into needle felting or maybe curious about needle felting, we will be getting more into that in the fall. So it might be fun to maybe pick up a kit and play a little bit before we add more. Where am I going now? There's one other thing I needed to show you. I'm wondering. Oh, I want to show you the sale table, but I got to make the lights come on. So we'll walk all the way over here and we'll flip. Just in case you hadn't noticed, there is still a lot of really good yarns on the sale table, and a lot of them are 50% off or more. Several are 75% off. Some are 20% off. We have light up readers, Christmas closeouts, couple different kind of cocoa knits tools, last year's pride shirts, just a few left. Kelborn Scout, Retreat Chunky, Akari and Akari Solo, and they actually all match. Look at these. You could do something really fun with these. Some fawning, terray. So lots of beautiful goodies available in the sale. That won't be happening for too much longer, so don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. All right, everybody. I think I finally came to the conclusion of everything that I was going to show you today. It's been a long one. It's been 28 minutes. That's a long one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back next week. It's all right. Well, don't worry. I'll be back same time, same place for our weekly check-in. I hope you have a lovely week full of lots of yarn, maybe even some sale yarn. Ooh, ciao.